All right, so this is Kenny Santos out of Toronto, Canada for KennySantos.com. Do you want to know 4 more ways that you can go from feeling worthless to feeling worthy? Because this is one of my most favorite subjects. As I discussed in the last video, I had 4 other ways of going from feeling worthless to feeling worthy, and here are 4 more. If you like these ones, then you got to listen to the first ones, and I'll link to that in the description of this videos, because as I said before, feeling worthy is such a vital ingredient to achieving your goals and to becoming successful. And if you don't have that worthiness, quite frankly, you will be spinning your wheels. You're going to get very frustrated. You're not going to play as hard, and you will actually be self-sabotaging your success without even knowing it. So it's so important to feel worthy. Now, before I get into the content and give you 4 more ways of feeling worthy, what I invite you to do is, if you're getting value from my blog, my videos, my content, my audios, I invite you to do something super easy and super simple. I invite you to like, subscribe, share, and comment. It is a super easy way. And again, it's a simple way for you to support my blog and to do so for free. So what are 4 more ways? And there's so many of these. I may do another video after this one, but here are 4 more that I thought of. And the first one is, be careful who you spend your time with. You become who you hang out with. If there's a saying is that your net worth is equal to your net work. If you take the 5, you've heard this before. You take the 5 people that you hang out with the most, you take their net worth, right? And their average of their net worth, and you're probably somewhere around there. And so that goes the same with attitudes. If you hang out with people that are constantly negative, or they're constantly putting other people down, and they're not encouraging you will become bitter in the process. You'll become negative like them in the process. However, if you hang out with more positive people who are encouraging you, people who are encouraging others, people who are motivating not only you, but motivating others, then you will become, you'll feel more worthy, and then you'll be able to motivate others as well. And as discussed in the first video, when you motivate others and help other people sense their worthiness, you feel that worthiness as well. So, be careful who you spend your time with. There's a saying in the Bible, Proverbs, walk with the wise and become wise, for the companion of fools suffers harm. It's Proverbs 13:20, or Proverbs verse 13, chapter 20, or chapter 13, verse 13. I can't remember how it goes, but for Proverbs 13:20. Number 2, right? First of all, be careful who you spend your time with. Number 2 is, don't believe everything you think. And this is important because we think something, we automatically believe it. And just remember, you don't have to believe everything you think. As a matter of fact, it's actually quite healthy to question things that you think, especially in your moments of silence, especially if some of your thoughts are meant to feed your doubts and insecurity and strengthen kind of like an unhealthy belief. Like, if you didn't have a good day, or if you tried something and it didn't go well, and you kind of go back and in your moments of silence you think, man, I'm just not good enough, or I shouldn't have even tried in the first place, or I said, I don't even know why I did that. I knew it wasn't going to go well. All of those things get internalized and it really reinforce unworthiness. So instead, don't believe those things. Forget it. Don't let those things happen. What I invite you to do instead is tell yourself what you want to hear from others. Encourage yourself and say, you know what? I tried something. It didn't work out, but you know what? I'm going to try again. It'll work out better next time because I've learned X, Y, and Z. All right. When you start doubting yourself, you get into this pit of despair and you start believing all these nasty things that you say to yourself, and it really isn't fair to you, and it's not fair to the people that you love. So don't believe everything you think, and tell yourself wonderful things. Remember, in my first video, I was talking about, when other people compliment you, how to remember that. You should got to go back to that first video and listen to that, but you also must tell yourself what you want to hear from others. And a good way of doing that is kind of like number 3. Number 3 is to create like an upbeat mantra and set it on repeat in your brain. Way back when, I reviewed a book called Love Yourself as if your life depended on it. Right? Love yourself as if your life depended on it. I think the author's name was Ravikant. And so basically, all he did was repeat to himself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. Each and every day. Something was going good, I love myself. Something was going bad, I love myself. And he would just say, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. And this upbeat mantra changed his life. And I invite you to try doing or try choosing an upbeat mantra that might work for you. And maybe for you, it is I love myself. You say that enough. And if you believe yourself, I love myself enough, you will feel more worthy. And I tried this. I went on like a 30-day challenge. I tried this I love myself challenge. And it was pretty profound because I remember at the time I was trying to eat much healthier. And I remember I did really good. I spent a week, I was being really healthy. I lost some weight and I thought I would reward myself by going to go get some fast food. And when I was in line getting that fast food, just out of habit, I was telling myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. And I'm looking at the menu singing, what am I going to eat here today? I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. And then kind of like what popped into my mind, it said, well, if you really love yourself, you're not going to eat here. You're going to eat somewhere else. You're going to eat something healthier. And I said, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. And I convinced myself not to eat there, not to ruin all the whole work I did. And I walked out and I went and had something healthy. Just imagine something as small as a simple mantra helped me feel worthy enough to avoid something that was unhealthy and give me something else that is not only healthy for my body, but also that whole experience fed my soul. I felt so worthy. And so some other mantras, like if you need some help beside I love myself, by the way, that book's awesome. You could also try this one. I wrote a couple down here. Life is rigged in my favor. Someone's shooting you down or you failed at a project or something like that, or life's not going well. You just say life is rigged in my favor. Life is rigged in my favor. Life is rigged in my favor. Here's another one. Everything just seems to click for me. Everything just seems to click for me. Everything just seems to click for me. I deserve the life of my dreams. I deserve the life of my dreams. I deserve the life of my dreams. So there's so many that you could give, do for yourself. Just pick one that kind of resonates with you. And then, maybe you have to write it out a couple times. It'll take some practice, but set it on repeat in your brain. The one I like is I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Here's another one that I kind of learned from a friend, and we'll talk about that a little bit in a bit, but it's I'm not giving up today. I am not giving up today. I am not giving up today. You notice I say these mantras 3 times in a row. There's some certain power when you say it like that. And so, something's going bad for you. I'm not giving up today. You tried something that didn't work out. I am not giving up today. So say that to yourself. And, something as small as that may seem small, but it can be absolutely life-changing and absolutely rewarding for you. And I would love to hear if you have like some sort of upbeat mantra that you've made up, in the past, or even just now, just because you're listening to me. I'd love to hear it because I could use all the help I can get. And then the last one, right? So the first one is what? Is be careful who you keep your company with. Number 2 is, don't believe everything that you think, right? And tell yourself what you want to hear from others, right? And then, what? Number 3 is create an upbeat mantra and set it on repeat in your brain. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. And number 4 is listen to an empowering song. There's something about that. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be an empowering song. Sometimes it just has to be some upbeat song that could just get your juices flowing, get the blood pumping, and you're going to feel amazing about yourself. But sometimes there's songs that have lyrics that are just so empowering. And so some of the songs, that I might recommend to you, there's I'm Fine, or I Feel Fine. I'm fine. It's Mary J. Blige, I'm Fine. There's Roar by Katy Perry. There's Brave. I can't remember who does that one, Brave. And then this one was taught to me by a close friend of mine. Her name is Amy, and she was suffering through chemo. And she revealed to me just the last couple weeks that while she was going through chemo, she listened to a song from Trolls by a troll named Poppy. And it's a song called Get Back Up Again. And part of that song was I'm not giving up today. And that's where I got that other mantra. Says I'm not giving up today. And it's a really catchy song, but whatever song you use, I invite you to listen to that song. Look it up. Get Back Up Again by Trolls. It's a kid's movie, but that song is super empowering. And who cares if it's a kid's movie? If it works for you, if it changes your life for the better, if it makes you feel worthy, then it doesn't matter. You do you. You do whatever works for you. And so whether it's an empowering song or an upbeat mantra or telling yourself, things that you want to hear from others, so awesome. And by the way, don't forget, to not believe everything that you think, and also Keep in mind who you keep your company with. All right. All these things will help you live a much better life because it will help you feel worthy. So I trust you got some great value out of this. Again, I invite you to like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you want to see more videos like this, go over to my blog. It's kennysantos.com. You could even put your name and email in, and you're going to get an awesome audio and grow on your business. Now, remember this, every day, multiple times a day, the universe sends us miracles. We only have to do two things about that. We got to recognize those miracles. And then, of course, my favorite part, we get to accept those miracles. All right, take care and create a great day.